Welcome to math class. How are you doing? I hope lesson 16 wasn't a problem for you. Yeah, I trust that because lesson 16 was actually more of a piece of cake. Alright, now this is lesson 17, and in lesson 17 we want to use mental strategies to relate compositions of 10 tens as 100 to 10 ones as 110. I hope you remember. Earlier in our lessons, we started by building up our tens and hundreds. 10 ones makes a 10, 10 tens makes 100. Alright, now we want to bring this into a composition. We want to use it as a strategy for mental maths. And I believe that you will be able to follow up with this lesson, especially if you have followed up with our previous lessons. Alright, but before we begin, let's go over to some strategies just to refresh our minds on what we are doing today. Okay, we call it the compensation. Can I hear you say compensation? Good, compensation. Alright, now let's use a mental math strategy to solve. How much more does 19 need to make the next 10? And where can we get it? Okay, can you tell me the simplified number sentence for the answer? Okay, let's see. Alright, when I look at 42 and 19, 19 has a bigger ones than 42 because 9 ones is actually greater than 2 ones. So, I just need to make a compensation to see how I can make 19 become 20. To do that, I will have to take 1 away from 2. So my 42 becomes 41. So instead of me thinking about adding 42 plus 19, I'm actually thinking about 41 plus 20. And that is 61. See? Very easy. You take from one side and bring to the other side, but with a knowledge of which is closest to a 10. We take what is needed to make a 10 out of the other number and give it to this side, which is called compensation, which is what we mean by compensation, okay? Alright, now let's check another example for better understanding. I have here 32 plus 19. Just like the first one, 9 and 2. Who is closest to 10? Good, 9 is closest to 10, and it just needs 1 to become 10. Where do I get that 10 from? Where do I get the 1 from? Exactly, I'll take it from 2. So my 32 becomes 31, and 1 plus 19 gives me 20. So instead of thinking of 32 plus 19, I'm actually working on 31 plus 20, which is easier, and that's 51. See? The compensation strategy helps our mental maths to work very fast. Alright, here's another one. 24 plus 17. In this case, I'm not looking for 1. The 17 is closest to 10, but one step to 17 is 18. 1 more than 17 is 18. So what should I do? Good. I have to pull out 3 from 24, and that becomes 21 and 3. So 3 plus 17 is 20. 21 plus 20 is 41. You see, I didn't think about calculating 24 plus 17. I just figured out a way to make it become 21 plus 20. Are you following me? Okay. Now finally, let's check out this. 34 plus 19. 34 plus 19. Again, 9, the big number there, is closest to a 10. It's closest to a 10. So I will just need to take away from 34. And what do I need to take? I just need to take 1. So 34 brings 1 and gives it over to 19, becomes 33. So 33 plus 20 drops us at 53. The compensation strategy is one of the smoothest way for mental maths. You pull a number and use it to make up a 10 on the other side, and then you easily add up. Okay? Okay, now let's rename the units. Okay, all you need to do for me is to say the number sentence. Okay, all right. Now I have 24 ones. 24 ones. That's 110 and how many ones? Well, that's good. 110 and 14 ones. All right. So what should be my number sentence? Exactly. My number sentence should read 110, 14 ones, which is 10 plus 14. So 10 plus 14 gives us 24. Okay. Now moving on. Let's see if you can do this for me. 32 ones. 32 ones. That's 2 tens and how many ones? Yeah, 2 tens and 12 ones. So 2 tens and 12 ones, which means 20 plus 12 is 32. Lastly, what is 38 ones? 38 ones is 2 tens and how many ones? 2 tens and 18 ones. 2 tens and 18 ones, which means 20 plus 18 is 38. Are you with me? 88 ones. What do I have to do? 7 tens and how many ones? Good. 7 tens and 18 ones. 7 tens and 18 ones, which means 70 plus 18 will give us 88. Okay, now I want you to show me your magic counting sticks. Alright, when I say magic counting sticks, I'm actually talking about your finger. My fingers work like magic because they represent whatever figure I give to them in my mind. Alright, now let's see. For this, let's give our magic sticks, which is your fingers, let's give it the value of 1. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have 10 fingers. So, how many ones make a 10? Good. My 10 fingers make a 10. So 10 ones makes a 10. So this is my count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 representing my left hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 representing my right hand. So 5 plus 5 is 10. All right. Now let's do it again by giving it the value of 10. Now I want to give my fingers the value of 10. Can you count with me? Okay. So we go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Now, how many tens make 100? Good. 10 tens makes 100 because I use the same 10 fingers I used when I was counting in ones. I used the same fingers in counting in tens, but now the value has changed. So 10 tens makes 100. Okay, you can see my tens. I have 5 tens up there and 5 tens below. Together it makes 10 tens, and that is 100. Okay. Now I want you to pretend your partner is a family member. How can you prove to her that 13 tens is the same as 130? I will be waiting for answers to this question through the comment box. How do you prove to someone that 13 tens is the same as 130? Okay, now moving away from that. What is 10 tens? Good, 10 tens is 100. What about 11 tens? Good, 110. Now this is what you do. As long as it is tens, we just need to add a 0, and it gives us the next figure. For example, this is 16 tens. So 16, if I put 0 in front of 16, becomes 160. So 160 is the same thing as 16 tens. What about 19 tens? Can you grab the answer for me? All right. 19 tenths is the same as 190, and 20 tenths is 200. Now, this is my application problem for this lesson. Erasers come in boxes of 10. Victor has 14 boxes. Gabby has 5 boxes. Alright, question number 1. How many erasers does Victor have? Question number 2. How many erasers does Gabby have? Question 3. If Gabby gets another box, how many erasers do they have in all? Alright, I'm going to solve this question. Now, here it is. 14 boxes, right? Erasers come in boxes of 10. Victor has 14 boxes, so that is 14 tenths. And 14 tenths is 140. So Victor has 140 erasers. Now, question B. How many erasers does Gabby have? It says in the question that Gabby has 5 boxes, which means 5 tenths. So Gabby has 50 erasers. And on to question C, it said, if Gabby gets another box, how many erasers do they have in all? In all. Now, Victor has 14 boxes, which is 140, plus Gabby 5 boxes, which is 190. Then Gabby gets another box, which is 10 pencils added, 10 erasers added, making it 200. So 140 plus 50 plus 10. And 140 plus 60 is 200. So Gabby and Victor have 200 erasers in all. Following what I've been explaining and what I just said, I want you to quickly go over lesson 17 problem set. And remember, do not rush. You might make mistakes, but it's good to make mistakes, but it's wrong when you keep making the same mistake. So I want you to study the questions and answer them correctly. Till I come your way again, it's Mr. T saying, remain matastic.